Philly. Y'all out here supporting this guy? This video is brought to you by TatumReport.com. TatumReport.com. Get the link in the description section. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to get notifications anytime I go live or make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to my channel. Hit that join button so you can join the Tatum Squad. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. And today is the launch of my brand new store. Link in the description section. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, I wasn't going to talk about Walter Wallace Jr., which is the gentleman that y'all know what happened out there in Philly while they protesting and rioting and looting and all this other stuff. I wasn't going to talk about this guy. I'll let it go. Stevie Wonder can see that the police officers in this situation were justified. But since y'all want to keep going down a path of stupidity and destroying our country with lies and false rhetoric, I have to make this video and expose the truth about this guy, Walter Wallace Jr. Because they coming out showing pictures of the boy when he was in preschool, trying to make him look like he was he was mentally ill. No, he wasn't. He was a crook. He was a criminal. This dude is hardcore thug. And that's why he ended up getting into the position that he was in. Mind you, ladies and gentlemen, the police had been called to that house 3 times before this situation happened. Now, the Wars, I can't say their name because y'all know what they'll do. The Wars, they did a good article about this. My boy Alex and them did a good article about this, and we're going to go through the article because they lay it out very succinctly why the world is just lying about this fool. And I don't understand why black folks, why y'all keep supporting the worst of us, the worst of society. Y'all go out on a limb, burn it down just for these people. You don't do nothing for the kids. You don't do nothing for the innocent. You don't do nothing for the black police officers that are out there risking their lives for the community. You do nothing for them. You try the whole city up for this fool. Let's roll with it. Let's go with it. This is his mugshots. These are his mugshots. Look at this. He got so many mugshots you can't even fit him right here. Let's go down to the rest of them. Bam, 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 bam. These are his mugshots. Let me put this in perspective. Young people out there, I want you to understand this. When you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, dead. That's what's gonna happen to you. When you get to 13, dead. He lucky he wasn't dead in any of these other ones. But when you live a life of crime and you're doing stuff like this, you're gonna end up meeting Jesus. And I don't know if you're gonna meet him with a smile on your face. What picture do they show when they show this boy on the news? This is what they show. This is what they show. I don't know where he was at. Middle school? This is what they show on the news. Oh, my son was a good man. Quit lying on your kids. Quit lying on your kids. Quit lying on your nephew now. You know he out there banging and hustling and acting a fool, and that everybody know he out there bad. And y'all sitting there acting like he was a priest. Quit lying. So I don't have to say this. If y'all would tell the truth and say, yeah, man, he was out there thugging, we told him not to do that, and he did it, man. I hate my RIP to my bro. I wouldn't say nothing about this kid. Y'all out here acting like this boy was in the Boy Scouts and that he had did nothing wrong and he was just suffering from an acute mental illness. Okay, we finna continue because I gotta serve up the facts. His family out here, I get it, but stop lying on your family members. Let's keep scrolling down. Criminal record. Y'all can look this up. The UCR code. That's a UCR code, national, the way they categorize some of these crimes. Assault, threats, aggravated assault, domestic abuse, knife, a cutting instrument. That means he got an aggravated assault, which is when you use a deadly weapon. Domestic abuse. That means that he, just for the sake of argument, it was with a baby mama or something that he didn't use the knife or something on. Vandalism, robbery, another assault, aggravated assault with a handgun. Other offenses, abuse, assault, domestic abuse, which is simple assault in this case, assault resisting arrest for a police officer. He punched the police officer in the face. another domestic violence, simple assault, aggravated assault with a dangerous weapon, aggravated assault, domestic abuse, other dangerous weapon. I mean, god dang, bruh. My mama would have told me, you can't hang with homeboy. You can't hang with people like this. You can't hang with him. This fool gonna get locked up, and you gonna get caught up with him because this joker don't care nothing about his life. And it ain't just because he in a thing with a gun or whatever. It's that when you add this with this, they don't add up, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a man exercising his constitutional right to carry a firearm. This plus this, and this, it's a music video. I'm not gonna play it. That's the no-brainer. That's no good. But let's go down because I wanna read off some of these accusations against him that's on his criminal record. And I'll tell you, the Wars did a good job on putting this in. We gotta get the Tatum report. That's why we gotta get some of y'all writers to get in here so we can start really doing some stuff like this and take it to the next level. Court records show that Wallace was currently awaiting trial for allegedly threatening to shoot a woman in her house up. Baby mama. They didn't say baby. They should have said threatening to shoot baby mama up in her house. Here's another thing. The Joker had 8 kids. One on the way. This Joker had 9 kids. And he doing all that stuff you saw up there. Now let's continue to go. In 2017, he pled guilty for robbery, assault, and possessing an instrument of crime after kicking down the door of another woman and putting a gun to her head. He was sentenced to 11 to 23 months behind bars. In 2013, he pled guilty to assault and resisting arrest or punching a police officer in the face. He was arrested in March after he allegedly threatened his child's mother over the phone, saying, "I'll shoot you and shoot the house up." Now, do you think he'll do that? Yeah, it looked like he'll do that. At least that's what his rap music showed. In 2019, he was charged with resisting arrest by kicking the window and door panel off a police patrol vehicle. In 2016, during a robbery, he allegedly grabbed a woman by the neck and held what she believed was a gun to her head, according to court documents. I think it's reiterating some of or explaining some of the records above. In 2013, Wallace's mother had a protection order against him, which he allegedly violated when he threw water in her face and punched her in the face and threatened to return and shoot. I can't handle it. I can't handle it. You do your mama like this, and y'all and Black Lives Matter out here kissing this boy rear end. You do your mama like that? You run up on your mama like that? You throw water in her face and do all this? She had a restraining order that you violated. Your mama black last time I checked. I bet your baby mama black last time I checked. You are committing crimes against the people. And you run at a cop with a weapon in your hand and they smoke you, and all of a sudden you become a martyr. And everything that you did do not exist anymore. And you are now on with Jesus with wings, flying on to a better place. Come on, man. Y'all fake, man. Y'all fake, fraudulent, confused, and I'm sick of it. And I'm going to make another video because I'm sick of y'all putting black folks out here making us look bad. Y'all making us look bad by defending these fools. Every single one y'all defend is a hardcore, lifelong crook, except Tamir Rice because he wasn't old enough to live out his crookish behaviors because that kid was pointing a gun at people at 13 years old. What do you think he was going to do unsupervised when he got older? He was going to be pointing a real gun at people. I can't, I'm just keeping it 100. I'm keeping it 100. You know why I'm keeping it 100? Because I grew up in this stuff. I grew up around this stuff. People that I love that's dear to me doing life in prison right now. Young boy that I call my brother. He was like my brother. We grew up together. 20 years in prison. He my age. 20 years in prison. Robbing somebody. After he got out of prison for robbing somebody. So this is why it makes me so mad. And I had a girl come to my event and try to lecture me and walk out of the thing when she got proved wrong, asking me, why do I do this stuff? Because we need to stop lying. Stop lying to the world about what happened in the hood. Everybody know, if you grew up in the hood, you know people like him. I got family members that's like him, and they in jail right now. Thank goodness that their shooting didn't occur with a police officer, or they'd be dead right now. One of my cousins shot 3 people. The same type of energy. And I don't think he's mentally stable, but nobody's running around saying, oh, he's mentally ill, he needed an excuse. No, they don't. Nobody's saying that. My Uncle James, that's in prison for life, he got 25 years of life when I was a little kid. I was my son's age. My grandmother taped him. He was on the news robbing a convenience store with a shotgun, and he shot the guy, but the guy ducked. On TV, my grandmother still have that tape of Uncle James robbing the place on TV. Of course he's mentally ill. Is anybody giving him an excuse? He ain't right. He ain't right. That's why he's so violent and crazy, because he ain't right. But nobody's giving him an excuse. Nobody's throwing parties for him. He got 25 years to life. And to be honest, I can't, hey, look, when you do that, that's what happened. That's what happened to you. So don't sit up here and try to act like I'm a sellout. You a coon. You a sellout. I know people like this. I grew up wanting to be like this. I used to have gold teeth in my mouth. I got Young Savage tattooed across my stomach. I know what this is. And y'all lying to the people, acting like a man like me now, as a saved, responsible father, a man like me right now, that somehow cops gonna do me like him when I'm like this. That when you're a responsible man and you're not committing crimes and have a rap sheet long as the Nile River, that somehow you're gonna get into a conflict with police that's gonna end poorly for you. That's like, it's more likely you get struck by lightning in an airplane and fall out the sky and land on your feet than it is for you to be a responsible black man in America and somehow you get smoked by the police doing nothing. You complying and everything and you're doing nothing. It'll never happen, y'all. It won't happen. Even the good people that shouldn't have got shot, I ain't gonna say they're good people, but people that got shot unjustifiably, they wasn't doing nothing. They wasn't just sitting around hanging out with they mama and them and the cops roll up on them. That didn't happen. Laquan McDonald, high on PCP, running around with a weapon in his hand, threatening people. Now, the cops shouldn't have shot him like he did, but he wasn't doing nothing. Even Walter Scott, $40,000 behind on his child support. He fought the police officer. He beat the guy up. And that's probably why the cop got mad, because he beat the cop up and ran, and the cop said, I'm sick of y'all. Wow. The cop was wrong. He deserved to get the death penalty, in my personal opinion. But he wasn't just not doing nothing. He wasn't just jogging through the park and got shot in the back by a police officer. He beat the cop up first. Just like your boy Rodney King. Nobody knows the true story of Rodney King. They don't tell you in school. They don't teach you nothing because they want you to. I could go on about all kind of stuff. They're revisionists. Rodney King beat a police officer almost to death. A female police officer had the police on a high-speed chase, and then they finally stopped him, and he was resisting arrest. Now, did the police go too far? Yeah, I think they went too far. But he was resisting arrest, and he beat a female police officer almost to death. Y'all act like he wasn't doing nothing. It was a black man pulled over on a traffic stop. No. None of these people are innocent. None of these people are just doing nothing. Even Tamir Rice, unfortunate, it's sad, it's heartbreaking that boy lost his life, because his mom and them should have been doing a better job at raising him. I tell my son all the time, I teach him about firearms. He not finna go outside and have no gun with the tip all pointed at people. Because I tell him, don't do that, because somebody will mistake that for a real gun and you'll be in big trouble. My mama told me that. So his parents failed him by not giving him enough leadership for him not to do that. But then even he pulled out the replica gun on him. The thing looked real. It was a real gun for all intents and purposes. Pulled it out on a police officer. And he shot him one time. Unfortunately, he died. But Jacob Blake got shot 7 times and he just got paralyzed. I mean, the luck of the draw here. Now, I just had to make this video because I'm sick and tired of people lying. You can pull a wool over the white people's eyes all you think. You ain't pulling wool over my eyes. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I grew up in this stuff. I know I got people still doing this stuff. Thank God they don't live in the same state as me, or I would have had to arrest some of these people. But I know people. And I know this is bullcrap what they pushing to the people. That's why I make these videos. That's why I'm calling out black folks. And I got 2 more videos where I'm finna call out more black people. Because nobody's standing up for what's right. And so B. Tatum got to do it. And I'm going to make another video and give you 2 examples of why black folks will never, as a collective group, will never overcome in America. They will never. And I'm going to show you a video of 2 examples why they will never. Anyway, comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about what I said. Am I tripping or am I on to something? I love you guys. The new store is launching today. Get on there. The Officer Tatum Store, theofficertatumstore.com. Jump on there. Get all the made in America only merch. We ain't doing nothing that ain't made in America. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.